Hi community, how are you doing? So here's the chakra series. Let's begin. We stopped off at soul space above the head. Let's see, we already did that. I'm only choosing cards that we have not done. And these are all heart cards. We did that, we did that, we did that. Oh, we didn't do this one. Okay, here you go. This is your base chakra. Okay, this is your base chakra. All right. So with this chakra, we have flexibility. That's your feet. Okay. It's how you stand in the world, how you show up in the world. Um, when your base chakra is off, what begins to happen is you start to not focus on reality, right? You're not focused on reality. Oh, that could be the next one. You're not focused on reality, and you're not focused on what you need. You're focused on what you want. So your desires are ruling you as opposed to your rational, logical side. Okay. You're being told specifically with this card to be flexible, but you're also if this chakra is off, you would need to just focus, like reground yourself. Maybe go around family, go around something or an element or people that have a grounding and a significance to you. If you do that, what begins to happen is then you start to look at this and you start to think to yourself, what am I doing in my life differently? I mean, that happens to me a lot. Well, not a lot anymore. When I was younger, it used to happen a lot. I would feel off balance and I would say, okay, I need to go and visit my grandmother, or I need to go visit my great aunt or something. And I needed to visit these people because they reminded me of what stability is, what stability needs to be. For myself, I did not grow up stable at all. So its stability is always a challenge for me. So I had to go around individuals that were stable. And I could see what they did so I could mimic it and do the same thing. And it worked. As an adult, I'm a lot more stable than I've ever been. So, but that also creates this chakra, this base chakra, which is your feet. Your bottom of your spine. I say feet still because it's the bottom half. um, it also creates an instability in moving forward. That means something in your life was off kilter and it was off center and you weren't sure how to put it back in the center. Okay, so therefore your reactions and everything that you do is very imagination based because you don't have an actual example in front of you. Okay, that's how you would know that chakra is off. um a lot of people that are like that, they tend to get married, and not saying you have to get married, but that's a way that they ground themselves, is to get married. But even in getting married, that's not going to help if this chakra is off on you, because all you do is sometimes you attract the person that you are, right? So then you attract someone else who's like this, who's not focused in reality, and the two of you are just going through life doing things and not really focusing on what you need. You're fulfilling a lot of your wants, okay? And that's not a good thing. So no judgment there, but it's not productive, right? When you're matched with someone and you meet someone, it is nice to be on the same page, but sometimes it's not. If both of you have blocked chakras and you meet each other, and that's typically if your chakras are blocked, you will meet someone else with a blocked chakra. What begins to happen is lessons are not learned, and toxicity is created, and it keeps going. When someone's chakras are open, they typically will not identify with someone whose chakras are closed. The closed chakra person will identify with the open chakra person, if that makes sense. So it's opposites attract. Open chakra people, it depends if they have gifts. If they have gifts that they acknowledge, we all have gifts. But if they acknowledge their gifts, use their gifts, and incorporate their gifts into their daily lives, then they would be like psychic, a medium, empath, that sort of person. They may allow you into their circle, into their world, so that they can help fix your chakras. Okay. And then they may, after that, the relationship may not go anywhere because they're only there to help you fix something. If the person has an open chakra and they do not acknowledge their gifts, what begins to happen is those are those short relationships where they get into a relationship with you and they're there for maybe a week and they leave because the open chakra person recognizes one of these are off, and they're not under obligation or they're not willing and they don't really have to help you fix it. And as a closed chakra person, you're not going to acknowledge, you don't know what's closed. You just know that you're different. And sometimes you hear people say, you complete me, right? That's what they're talking about. Like one of their chakras are closed, and yours are open. So you complete them. You help them identify what they're missing. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes in a relationship it does not work out because that person can grow to resent you with the closed chakras because they don't know how to open it. They're not awake enough to know. Okay, and that unfortunately will breed toxicity. Okay, so in closing up with this chakra card, and that last message was actually channeled, so that is for somebody specifically. In closing up with the chakra, with this last chakra card, for this part, just stay grounded and identify your wants and your needs. Okay, acknowledge your wants, identify your needs, and move forward in that direction. Okay, all right, thank you so much. Have a beautiful and blessed day.